Madam Chair, I'd like to offer, and then we'll withdraw amendment number 48. We are going through two parallel energy revolutions in this country. One is very well known to all members of this committee, which is the revolution that's taken place in the last 10 years because of the development of the technology of hydrofracking, which has enormously increased the supply of natural gas and oil. The second is a less well-known revolution, which is that of distributed energy, which is energy produced at the home or at the factory by the individuals, the consumers, and also includes technology such as demand response. The principal problem with our electrical system today is that it's wildly inefficient in the sense that it is built for the hottest day and the highest demand and the hottest hour of the year, whereas we rarely achieve that. It's like a church that's built to hold all the parishioners on Christmas and Easter, but on a off Sunday in March, there aren't that many people there, and yet you've got all that excess capacity in the pews. A perfect example of both what I can talk about can work and the problem that I'm describing. This is a typical demand curve of the ISO New England on June 24th, 2010, and you can see in the morning it's very low and then it goes up to a peak. On this particular day, they were reaching the extent of their capacity, and because of some outages, there was a concern about brownouts or blackouts. Therefore, ISO New England inaugurated something called a demand response event, where it called upon pre-existing customers who had agreed to reduce their demand at a particular time when they were called upon. And as you can see, the actual demand dropped almost 1,000 megawatts during this couple of hour period because of the response. My amendment would basically allow a greater an ability of consumers to interconnect at a reasonable price without disruption to the grid, and the goal would be to draw a line more like this, which would save substantially in energy costs, capacity costs, transmission costs, and the whole infrastructure. If we can, to the extent we can flatten this curve, we will save our citizens billions of dollars and make the grid more resilient and self-healing from a national security point of view. So I will most likely bring this amendment forward on the floor. I think this is one of the most important areas of energy policy, in fact, paralleling in significance the development of hydrofracking. Thank you, Madam Chair.